Hey guys, so thanks for joining the YouTube channel. Thought I'd just do a little bit of a backstory on how I sort of got to where I am now. But essentially the guts of it was I finished my building apprenticeship when I was like 22, and the trades is a hard slog, man. I know a lot of you guys are probably in the trades, and yeah, it's an absolute dogfight. Even just for working for a boss, like you spend 6 to 9 hours a day fucking digging holes, bloody standing frames, out in the elements, you know, 2 to 3 smokos a day. It's just like, it's a bit of a dogfight. And then you go and do your own business, and you're constantly dealing with shitty clients, trying to get guys on the tools that are motivated, that want to build. It's really, really hard. What I'd realized, I started off in Queenstown, had an opportunity for my own business with a business partner to do like commercial construction, building construction, big panels, precast panels for a huge commercial development, Kmart in New Zealand. And that was good, but that was our first real taste of working, you know, 16 hours a day. They don't give a shit if it's 5 p.m. on a Friday. If their panels need to go up on back of house Monday morning, they don't give a shit. Like, you've got to build panels. So at that stage, it was me and Jake running a crew of like 10 to 15 guys, like all backpackers, working in all elements, like summer and winter, like not sounding like a bitch, but it was horrible. Yeah, we were making good money, but you're really just trading time for money. So we did that for probably a year and a half. We made good coin. Like, first year in business, I think we made like 85 grand each, which was really good back in 2016. After that, we split. We literally we were on charge up at that time for like 2 years, a year and a half, sorry. After that, we got the opportunity to price like Block C, and they just like use negotiation and like manipulation tactics to say, hey, we've got other guys pricing this work, you guys need to be competitive. And essentially we got 4 weeks into like a 6-month contract, and we were like, man, we're making no money. So we pulled pin out of that. We lost a bit of money. I think we lost like 20 grand between us. Me and Jake split, all good, we still talk now. And then that's when I started Baker's Builds, got straight back into residential construction. So Queenstown was booming at that time. Got back in and just started like ringing hotels, ringing property management companies, and trying to get maintenance work. So I was really trying to get $2,000 jobs, $5,000 bathroom refits, 10 grand jobs. That's all I was pitching for. And Queenstown at that time was like backpacker central. There were builders coming over from England, coming over from Ireland. So I was just hitting like Facebook groups, going to hostels, finding builders to come work for me. And then I was charging them out at 45 bucks and paying them 25 to 35. So I was kind of had the recruitment style model. Fast forward a year and a half, we, you know, at my peak, I think we had like 15 guys on the tools, charging, you know, clipping the ticket 10 bucks an hour, and I was managing all the incoming work, not pricing at this time, but putting guys out on site and clipping the ticket on 10 bucks. So that time I'd sort of learnt like sales, how to be the middleman, get guys to come work for me, put them on site, sort out the health and safety, sort out the uniform and all that shit, and send invoices and collect money. So that was good. Opened up a, you know, rabbit hole of how to pay tax, how to pay payroll, how to put money aside for GST. Like, that was crazy. Whilst I was down in Queenstown, still got the opportunity to price a heap of work for a tier 2 building company. I won't name the name, but they're absolute dogs. Anyway, it was like for 20 townhouses, 4 blocks of 5. Priced it a year out, had really good rates, like 450 bucks a square meter. Put a crew together for that, went over to Wanaka, started building those, and then they just put like outrageous timelines on us. Don't want to go into detail on this video, that's another day, but essentially we got 8 months into the project. We're on track to make pretty good money, but didn't really check a clause in a contract, and they had a 5-day termination clause, so they could get rid of me whenever they wanted, sorry. So yeah, they got rid of us with 5 days notice, and it was right before 3 massive stage payments of about 30 to 45K each stage payment. So they didn't pay me, you know, 35 times 3. It was about 105 grand that they didn't owe me. And at that time I'd owed inland revenue like a shitload of money. So that was like a huge learning curve into, unless you own your own contracts, you got your own work coming in, you really are just like, you can get cut at any moment's notice. So at that stage, I moved out of the South Island. My old man came down, packed up my 2 utes, all my tools, moved to Auckland. And that's when I was real lucky to meet the lead guy, Marketing Mike. He's been my boy for ages. And he, you know, he was like, I want to do a deep dive on SEO for the trade space. And this is when like digital marketing was just coming in. So he said, come around to my house one night. I met him at a pool party in Remuera, and he said, bro, let's shoot a little video of you saying what your company name is, what your services are, and a value proposition. So the value prop was, we guarantee to get back to you within 4 hours. At that time in our market, no builder was getting back to any clients within like a week to 2 weeks. So our value proposition was, we'll guarantee to get back to you within 4 hours. And it was literally just Mike holding up a shitty iPhone at his house on his back deck, like on a Tuesday afternoon. And we shot this video, and we put $1,000 ad spend behind it. And after that, we had like 35, 40 leads over the course of a weekend. So I spent all of next week ringing these leads, going to them, getting information off them, pricing jobs. I already had like good kind of sales skills, but I had no idea how to price. So, you know, I lost money on a $6,000 bathroom. It cost me $8.5, $9 grand, but then I'd make like $5, $6 grand on a $2,000 job. Sorry, I'd make like $2 grand on a $5,000 or $6,000 job. So I was like, this is crazy. Anyway, kept smacking those leads out for about a year, built up a team of like 5 to 8 guys, did some door knocking, got on board with the Ray White like branch, property management services. So we were doing like 40 to 50 maintenance jobs a month. Average job was probably like $400, but we were tuning out real good cash. Stacked up a shitload of Google reviews. I think we had like 85 Google reviews for Baker's Builds at that time. So we were like dominating the market. And then we were just running a huge ad spend on that same video of me doing direct call out. We probably ran that for 2 to 3 years. Like, we had exhausted that ad. But we had turned over like $2 million a year for Baker's Builds. It was insane. But at that stage, I still had no real clue about how much each job was costing, how to price it. But I was super, super good at like client negotiations, sales, calling people up, organizing boys, and like presentation for our business, like business cards, shirts, online presence, etc. It took till we got to like COVID, where I had no, like, I was doing nothing, just sitting back at home on the family farm, and I took like a little content creator course just around pricing. So at that time, I'd been pricing for probably 3 to 5 years, doing, you know, maybe 20 to 40 small jobs a week. So I was getting really, really good. I would have priced easily over 2,000 to 3,000 jobs, like small jobs, you know, $10,000 to $100,000. Anyway, a mentor told me, man, you have like a great skill set on pricing, and I definitely think you should look into residential quantity surveying. And I was like, whatever. Anyway, started making a few videos just on how I was doing my pricing, how I was doing my breakdowns, downloaded Instagram, made an Instagram, and then started like sending videos that I'd make daily to builders. And I'd just send like 50 to 60 DMs a night on my pricing stuff. And then I was getting one job a week charging $1,500 to $2 grand. And then all of a sudden, after like 3 to 5 months, we were doing one job a day. So the RapidQS pricing stuff was cool. And at this time, I was still running the building company with a business partner. So there's a bit of an overlap between the building company and RapidQS. But then literally after I got about a year out, and I think we turned over 400 grand in the first year for RapidQS, and that was like 90% profit, huge money. I split with my building business partner and said, hey man, all good, sold out of that, and just went RapidQS full noise. Fast forward 3 years, man, we've got 15 guys in the business, like 4 in marketing, about 6 QSs, and 3 in management. So really enjoying that business, and now we're just sort of seeing how far we can like bunny hop forward between New Zealand, you know, being sort of the benchmark, turning over 170 to 200k a month. Australia, we're picking up steam. The first year we turned over about 680 grand. This year we should be on track to do 1.2 million. And then myself and Brendan, shout out cameraman, we're going to go to the UK this year in about a month. And we're going to try and sort of implement the same strategies on how we've gotten into New Zealand and Australia and hit the UK. So yeah, it's been good, man. But you know, obviously the journey of you know, trade owner to consultant, and then, you know, making 700 to 900 grand in 2 years, and like diversifying money into property, diversifying money into like crypto, and then diversifying money into like good people and a good team. It's really funny how fast, when you go from like struggling, like making no money at Baker's Builds, to like 2 to 4 years, like how far you can go. So I'm by no means like absolutely cracking it, but it's just fun to know you've gone from a business that was turning over 2 million a year, maybe making 100 to 120k, to transforming into like a business that is like 70% profit margin. You can do it remotely. It's all done from home or done from a computer, and you can travel and you can scale much quicker. So hence why doing this personal brand, just trying to you know, grow the personal brand, be bigger than RapidQS. I know our business has implications, like AI is coming so fast, and I'll be the first industry to be wiped out from construction. So, you know, we either have to pivot into the personal branding for me, David Baker, career, B, the podcast, the council stuff for like media, and then C, how do we look at you know, doing other avenues, plumbing business, build out the media side. So that's kind of what we're looking into at the moment. But yeah, thanks for joining the YouTube channel. It's cool to put this stuff on. Comment below, let me know if that's inspiring, and if you're in the same sort of area, if you're a builder, a plumber, sparky, any tradie, you're looking to like go out on your own, do your own thing, hit me up, man. I feel like I've got heaps of advice that I can give you. Yeah, let me know. Enjoy the channel. Thank you.